Good morning. This is Mona, and this is my morning view. Today, spring edition 2025. Beautiful blue skies. Temperature nice. Nice. And it is Tips Tuesday. Tips Tuesday today may sound a little bit more like a feisty Friday moment in content, but not in context. So, yesterday was Memorial Day. And I had a few people thank me for my service. And I'm actually going to give two tips. One is going to be for the veterans, and the other is going to be for the civilians. Because I have a lot of veterans that watch this video. And for the majority of you, I don't have to remind you of this. But for some, I might have to. So therefore, I'm going to say it. And I'm going to say it for myself as well. All right, so Memorial Day. What is Memorial Day? Memorial Day is to honor those who gave their life as the ultimate sacrifice for this country. They're the ones that we name from their gravesite. They are the ones that have the flag draped over their casket. Over their casket. They're the ones we remember. Those are the ones we honor for Memorial Day. It's not about barbecues. It's not about parades. It's not about the beginning of summer. I don't condone those things. I don't say don't do those things. Absolutely do those things. These people suffered and died. Or perhaps they just died. Their families gave sacrifice. And their families didn't sign up for that. So, on Memorial Day, honor those that are gone. Honor those that are gone. Try not to thank veterans on Memorial Day. Now, if you do, it's okay as long as you thank them randomly throughout the year. You know, if you happen to run into a veteran and you want to say thank you, you know, it's fine as long as that's not the special day that you are thanking them. Thank them on Veterans Day. Very few people thank me on Veterans Day, but a lot of people thank me on Memorial Day. And I don't get offended, but I always feel like, what am I going to do with this? So I say thank you, and then I remind them what Memorial Day is about. Apparently, I offended somebody this weekend because I reminded them what Memorial Day was about without knowing their background. She had lost her father in the service of this country. I did not know that. But because she thanked me on Memorial Day, I felt compelled to give honor where honor is due. And I didn't do it offensively. I said thank you, and then I said but. Oh, the word but. There are those that don't know the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day. And if veterans are not allowed to explain what the difference is, then who does? And how would they know? Because they really don't teach it in school anymore. A lot of people don't know protocol. There was a song, we went to the memorial service yesterday in the middle of town, where they had the school band playing different songs and hymns prior to the starting of the service. So people were coming in, they were seeing people, they were greeting people, they were saying, hi, how you doing? And God Bless America was playing. And my husband and I were talking. Like I said, the service hadn't started yet. And somebody shushed us. Like, that's disrespectful. Don't you know God Bless America is playing? Well, God Bless America is not the national anthem. It's a nice, pretty, patriotic song. That's what it is. I don't have to stand at attention for God Bless America. And the service did not start yet. And somebody's shushing some veterans for talking during God Bless America. We got a little quieter. Okay, we weren't loud. We were just speaking to each other. And I don't think they were just shushing us. There was, like I said, there was multiple people still talking to their friends, to people they haven't seen in a while. People don't know the protocol. They don't know what songs to be quiet for and what songs not to be quiet for. If it's a patriotic song, you must be quiet and stand at attention. No, you don't. It's nice to be able to listen to the band. And had the ceremony began, had it actually started, then yes, I would have been quiet to hear the song. But this thing about thanking veterans on Veterans Day, I would say thank them on any other day. I don't get angry. I don't get upset. I just feel a little weird because it's not my day. It's not the day to honor me. I honor my father because even though my father did not die in battle, even though my father did not die while he was in the military, what he passed away from was complications from when he was in the military. So I honor my dad, who was a World War II veteran, who was a Korean War veteran, on this day. And I have a whole slew of names since then. A whole slew of names. And every memorial service, they always forget Beirut. Those that died in Beirut. And so, my husband and I wear shirts that represent Beirut for our brothers that died there. They're quick to give the names of the 9/11 people that did not serve, and they have a day. September 11th is their day. But they always remember them for Memorial Day. They didn't sign up to give their life for the country. They're no less heroic for at least the ones that passed in our town. There was at least two that one gave his life in service. A priest that was giving last rites to those that were in the trade center, that he was with the fire company that went in. And he was a priest in our town. So he was doing his duty when he passed. The other was a gentleman on the plane that went down in Pennsylvania. One of the ones that tried to resist the terrorists. However, as heroic as that was, had they not done anything, they would have died. But because they did something, they may have saved who knows how many more people. Where was that plane headed to? We'd already lost so many in the Pentagon and in the World Trade Center. So he stepped up and did something heroic. Perhaps some of them may have been in the military at one time, but I'm not sure. But I know that their honor is given on Memorial Day in our town, and yet they don't honor those that died in Beirut. So we just honor them. We honor them. Veterans Day in November, different story. Absolutely thank a veteran. Okay? And any time during the year, it is completely acceptable. I caution you to thank a veteran on Memorial Day, because there are some veterans that it triggers PTSD. It triggers survival guilt. I know a lot of veterans with survival guilt. And a lot of them will get so upset that they will snap at you to get it right. Memorial Day is for those that have died. Veterans Day is the day that you thank a veteran. And if you can't even honor that, they'll snap. They'll snap. So, Tips Tuesday. Don't thank a veteran on Memorial Day unless you randomly thank veterans whenever you happen to see them. But be mindful that their response may be one out of pain. Okay? Veterans, just say thank you. Walk away. Just say thank you. See, I said thank you, but I didn't walk away. Well, it was a text, so I couldn't physically walk away. But with this text of somebody saying thank you for your service, and I said thank you, but this day is for those that have passed. Not knowing her story. She got very offended. I can't concern myself with her offense, but I can learn from it. I can say, okay, the next time somebody thanks me on Memorial Day, and I had several people thank me on Memorial Day. Several people said thank you. Two of which I reminded them of what Memorial Day was for. The third one, I just said thank you. It's so much more pleasant for the mind, for both them and for you, veteran, to just say thank you. And hopefully, somewhere along the line, they will remember what Memorial Day is for. And then you don't have to feel that pain as a survival guilt. You don't have to feel the awkwardness of, well, what do I do with this? Because it's not my day. That's what I was feeling. I was feeling that I don't know what to do with this. It's not my day. This day is for those that gave their life. So that's my tip for today. Tips Tuesday. If you are on YouTube, subscribe right there. Just subscribe. Like, share, comment, hit the notifications, get all the bells and whistles. If you are not on YouTube, Facebook people, after this live, go over to YouTube to Mona E. Harrison. It's different than my profile on Facebook. My profile on Facebook was a name before I started doing these. It was a name so people who knew me before could find me. But now I have Mona E. Harrison for YouTube. Specifically for this. For my morning view. For Freedom Life Designs. For content for you. And not just the story of my life. Which is the Facebook. It's Facebook is specifically for, this is my life. This is my family. This is what I'm doing in life. Hey, this cheesecake is really good. Whatever it is. I post everything there. But I've been posting this, my morning view there. And it belongs more with Mona E. Harrison. So therefore, YouTube, go over to YouTube, Mona E. Harrison, and subscribe. Okay, hit the button. What other housekeeping things do I need to do with that? Share on Facebook. If you think this content is worth hearing, or somebody else needs to hear this, this is a good way for people to comprehend the difference between Veterans Day, those that are living and they served for the country, and Memorial Day, those who are no longer with us, those who have passed, those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for the service of their country. Or like I said with my father, even though he didn't die in battle, even though he didn't die while he was serving, he died from complications from that. So therefore, those things, you can absolutely honor anybody who has passed that served. If you have a family member that served and they are no longer here, honor them. Honor them. So with that, if you think it's valuable and you think other people need to know the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day, or any other content that I bring to this, go ahead and share. Share it. All right. That's all I have for you today. Thank you, Bonnie, for watching. Blessings, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. It'll be wonderful Wednesday. I feel a little off because I did not do a Memory Monday. I thought about it. I thought about doing this one yesterday. But I spent time with my family after the memorial service. So, you got it today. All right. Blessings. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.